What is up, you guys? Glitchiz here, coming at you with an all-new Dauntless video. But first, if you enjoy quality gaming content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my future uploads. That being said, in today's video, I have the long-awaited Timeweave Quadhammer Rumor Quest Guide. This will go in super detail on every single step of the rumor. Now, before we get into it, I do want to have a little disclaimer. There's actually another rumor guide that I'm going to be uploading at the same exact time as this one, and that is for the Timeweave Gauntlets rumor. There is certain parts for the other rumor that are exactly the same to this one. So at certain parts in this video, I'll tell you to pause and jump to my other video, because ideally you want to be at part 5 and 6 of these two separate rumors at the same time to save a ton of chronostones and a ton of farming. So just pay attention to the details as we're going through, and I'll be sure to let you guys know when to hop over to the other one. But like I said, I'll upload these videos at the same exact time so you can hop between the two when you need to finish them both 100% complete. But yeah, so the Timeweave Quadhammer is arguably one of the hardest, not necessarily hardest, but longest rumors that I've ever had to do. But I took the one for the team and grinded it out. Huge shout out to Stormy from the Glitch Gang. He is a dedicated member of the Glitch Gang on the Discord, and he probably fed me close to 1,000 chronostones over the last couple weeks to help get these rumor quests done super quick for you guys. So huge shout out to him. Thank you a ton, Stormy. Really appreciate it. You guys will be farming a lot for this rumor, but the reward is in some ways pretty worth it. It's arguably one of the coolest hammer transmogs in the game, in my opinion, next to the Deep Frost Skarn themed rumor that I did, which was also very hard. This is up there with probably the same length of grinding and difficulty as the Deep Frost Skarn rumor from a few patches back. But beautiful transmog. And without any further ado, let's jump into all the steps and show you how to pick this thing up. Alright, so now that you've gotten the Vembraces rumor picked up, you can head over to Wilsborman to start the Quadhammer rumor. We need to slay the Chronovore with the hammer and complete any 4 random encounters we want. So pretty straightforward, just make any comfortable hammer build, turn in those 4 bounties, and then head over to the Paradox Breaks to take on the Chronovore. Once you slay him, you should be able to check your menu, and both of those steps should be complete. And once you got that done, we want to head back to Ramsgate and talk to Wilsborman again to turn in part 1.
You have made Wills very happy.
And then from here, we're going to want to head up to Dr. Priyani to start part 2. Now for part 2, we have a few things we got to do. We got to deal 2k core damage to the Chronovore in a single hit using any hammer. Deal 100k stagger damage to the Chronovore using a hammer, and with the hammer get 1 interrupt on any of the following, and it's the Chronovore, as well as a bunch of Hunt Pass XP. So I'll show a build down in the description that I use for the duration of this rumor that was really good for putting out a ton of damage. It's not the build I'm using in this clip, unfortunately, so it took me a little longer, but use the one that I optimized down in the description, and that'll get this step done a lot quicker for you. Checking my journal here, making sure I got it. So after 1 run with a subpar build, I got approximately 10k stagger damage and 1 2k hit. So prepare to do between 5 and 10 Chronovore kills to finish part 2, depending on how good of your build. From here though, once we turn in part 2, we're going to head up to Zayla's hut to start part 3.
Get over here.
Talk to Zayla. Another pretty straightforward step. We have to deal 400k core damage to the Chronovore with a hammer, as well as hand in 10 Chronostones. So pretty much, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Just want to head to Paradox Breaks And if you have those Chrono Stones already, that will autocomplete. If not, kill a few behemoths in the Paradox Breaks and then just farm Chronovore a little bit to get that 4k damage. When you're done, head back to Zayla to turn it in. And then from here, you're going to want to immediately run down to the middleman to start part 4. Run down the stairs here.
That's all I need.
Where's your trade, Slayer?
Now for the middleman, we need to deal 250k core damage to Raging Radiant Behemoths, as well as gather 2 Cataclysm Shards, Galactic Shards, and Sunburst Shards. Now, unlike the previous rumors that are just hand-in quests, this is actually a gather one, so even if you had a ton of these shards already, it still won't count automatically. You will have to go back and farm them. For those of you that don't know where they are, here is a quick cheat sheet you can use. Feel free to pause and check that out. Or you can just continue to watch and I'll show you exactly where you need to find them. So the first one we're going to go for is going to be from the Rezakiri, and you can go to Razorcliff Isle to find them. And that will give us the Cataclysm Shard. And these are just epic drops from randomly slaying these particular behemoths. The next one is the Galactic Shard, and this will come from killing Valamirs. I recommend going to the Conundrum Rocks hunting grounds. And last but not least, we have the Sunburst Shard, and that will be the epic drop from slaying the Chronovore. Now, unlike the other behemoths, sometimes you see the epic drop automatically on the left-hand side of the screen. It might not show up right away with the Chronovore, so be sure to interact with the little blue public event reward box, and that will tell you whether or not you got them. So there we go, we got the 2 Sunburst Shards there. But once you got all those parts, you're going to want to head back to Ramsgate and talk to the middleman to turn in part 4. And also, while you're getting those shards, by the way, you'll pretty much be completing the radiant damage that you need as well for that part. So that's good. You may have to do 1 or 2 extra fights just to get that last bit you're missing. But once you turn that in, the next step is going to be the longest and hardest step. And that is part 6 with the Lady Luck. Or part 5, rather, sorry. So talk to her, and for this one we need to hand in 50 of these new phased pellicle items, as well as 250 steel marks and 500 XP. Now these phased pellicle items are rare drops that you get from getting a part break on Chronovore while he's enraged. Now this is the point that I was mentioning in the intro, where you want to pause this video and head over to the Timeweave Gauntlets rumor quest, because this exact step where you need to hand in 50 of these rare enraged break parts is actually step 5 of the Timeweave Gauntlets rumor. So if you pause right here and you go over to the Timeweave Gauntlets video, basically do that rumor up until step 5, and from then on, every single pellicle drop that you get from getting these enraged parts will count towards both of those steps at the same time. So instead of having to gather 50 total phase pellicle pieces, you only need to get 50 total. And as you'll see in the Timeweave Gauntlet video, it will auto count for the Timeweave Gauntlets as well. So as you're doing the 1 through 4 steps of the Timeweave Gauntlet one, it'll actually be counting towards this one at the same time. So it'll save a lot of time, a lot of Chrono Stones, and a lot of farming if you get both of those up to part 5 and part 6 at the same time and do that step together. But yeah, once you do that, the main hard grind's pretty much done for this one. The last and final step is going to be down with Will's Borman to start part 7.
May we speak, Grace? I have a
Or part 6, rather. Sorry, I'm not paying attention to my Roman numerals. But for this one, we need to deal 3k core damage to the Chronovore in a single hit using the hammer. Now, this may seem a little intimidating, but if you use the build that I have in the link in the description, it does a ton of damage, as you can see here. And literally on my second try, I managed to get this 3+ K crit with almost a 6k stagger damage crit. So it made it really, really easy. You can honestly just do it in a public match with randoms because it'll give the Chronovore a little bit more health. and give you a few extra chances to get in that damage so he doesn't die too quickly. But yeah, once you do that, you're pretty much done at this point. You just head back to Ramsgate, talk to Wills Borman, and turn that final step in. And there you go. You get the Timeweave Quadhammer Transmog. Go ahead and equip it here to show it off. It's probably my new favorite transmog for the hammers. Really cool design. Definitely my top 2. Even though it may have taken a really long time to get. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. If you found this video informative, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. I appreciate your guys' feedback. And as always, if you're not already a member of the Glitch Gang, be sure to click those links down in the description as well and join us over on the Glitch Gang Discord. Hopefully we see you around. But yeah, until the next one, you guys, I hope you had a great day, and we'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you're looking to join a killer community of like-minded gamers, then be sure to click the link in the description and join the Glitch Gang Discord server. We continue to grow every day, and it's filled with all your favorite game discussion channels, as well as several LFG channels to help you find that perfect group for your next hunt or raid. Lastly, if you're new to the channel and want to keep up to date with all my future content, then consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Hope you all had a great day, and I will catch you on the next one.